this is guitarist Dennis Tafe, and I'm in my home studio, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Bargain Bin Gear. And this time around, we're going to take a look at some studio monitors, powered studio monitors. Now, for those who have been following this channel, you'll know that I've been kind of building up a little living room studio, home studio. You know, I have my main studio room, and sometimes I working in my living room instead. Now, part of that, I could have, I needed speakers to actually hear the audio. I have a little laptop there and an audio interface and things, so I could use headphones and things. But I kind of wondered if I wouldn't be happier with speakers. Now, I could have used little home speakers, you know. Unfortunately, they aren't designed for flat frequency response. You know, in other words, they exaggerate the lows and the highs. So it's not exactly what you're hearing, as far as, or at least what you want to hear, of the actual recording. You know, if you're going to do any kind of mixing and things. So I looked around, and I was looking for powered. In other words, the amplifier is built into the speaker. And one of the best sellers, in fact, for just small, inexpensive studio monitors are the Presonus eris, I think that's how you say it, E3.5. So, I mean, these are small little studio monitors, but the best part is they're $99. Right? And if you want to, for $15, you can get a 4-year extended warranty. And usually warranties, you know, are not a good idea. But I've read that on the Presonus series E3.5, once in a while, on some of them, some people complain that the power amp would give out on the right speaker. You know, that powers the right speaker. So at least here, you know, you've got an investment, but you've got it for 4 years, right? And they'll either replace it or give you an Amazon gift card or what have you. So, pretty good deal if you wanted to go that route. And they say that these are actually pretty good. But first, let's have an official unboxing. So, it arrived today, and here it is, right, in a nice box here. And they were so kind as to put a sticker over the writing on the box. Thanks. So, and I guess these are actually pretty good, and they have an advantage of a bass and treble control on the back, right? Which is unusual to find in this inexpensive of a monitor, studio monitors. And $99 is for the pair. Okay, unfortunately, a lot of studio monitors are sold, you know, one at a time. In other words, per speaker. Right, and most people that I know anyway are going to use, you know, 2 speakers, right, for stereo. So I couldn't resist. I just had to try this, you know, for 99 bucks. You know, and these are active, so powered speakers, and they're called Active Media Reference Monitors. Oh my. Wow. pretty nice. Includes a stereo pair. Now there are larger ones. In fact, my friend purchased from Presonus an entire set that included the big brother of these, the 4.5 speakers, with an audio interface and software and so on. The whole thing. And I think it was like $300. But I already have an audio interface. I use the, what's it called? I use the Motu, right? Audio Express audio interface most of the time. Alright, so let's take a look. Here we're going to go ahead and do an official unboxing. And don't try this at home unless you're a trained professional. I'm not, but I'm working on it. Now, be careful, I'm using a sharp implement here. It's called scissors. Alright, let's try it. So we're going to open the box here very carefully. Here we go. And the unboxing is underway. Open it up here. I'll tell you what, the box is a little kind of flimsy in a way, but I hope it's well protected inside, and it is. Good deal. Okay, so what do we have here? Wow, something. Register online for software downloads and handy setup tutorial. Wow. Pretty nice. Okay, I'll do that. And here, I believe these are felt pads that go underneath the monitor, to keep it from vibrations and things. Okay. So, I can't forget to register. Alright, here we go. Very nice. And there they are. Okay, now this one is pretty light. First thing. Pretty nice, though. Wow. And this is the, I'll call it the right speaker. This is the speaker that doesn't have any amplification in it, right? But you connect using the cable that it's provided. Okay. So I'll go ahead and take that one out. Okay. And it comes wrapped. Okay, in this plastic baggie. That's always a sign of quality, if it's wrapped in plastic. Okay. Oh, man, almost dropped the box. So here it is. Looks very nice. Right? There's a little 3.5-inch speaker, And I'll tell you, it's small, but I wonder if you didn't add a subwoofer, right? That these wouldn't sound really, really good. But anyway, okay, let's continue. So there's one, and now here's the other, and this is the brains of the outfit, if you like, right here. Okay. So this is the main speaker that has the power amp. And this one has some weight to it because it also, you know, has all the controls and electronics. So here we go. Still fairly light. I don't know. Interestingly, it has an aux-in right here. So if you have a phone or something like that, you can plug it in there. And headphone jack. That's very, I've never seen that before. Okay, and then we've got a power button here and a volume control, which is very nice on the outside. And same thing, this little tiny 3.5 inch, you know. And pretty interesting. And I've heard that these can actually pack a punch for being what they are, you know, small. I mean, and here, very nice. You've got, well, first you've got hold on, let me move this out of the way. There we go. Okay. Now on this one, you'll notice, here's the acoustic tuning, and high and low. In other words, treble or bass, and so you can adjust that a little bit. And they don't feel flimsy. Man, I'm quite surprised. I guess for right now, just put them in the middle. Okay, and now here. Now this little thing right here, the left and right, this is what attaches, you attach the cable to the right speaker, and it powers it as well. And now here are the inputs. And you have balanced TRS, 1/4 inch jacks, or RCA, unbalanced jacks here. So fairly straightforward. Very nice. They're good looking monitors. I mean, you know, little studio monitors. But for $99, I mean, you know, I think they'll probably sound better than a lot of, you know, just average computer speakers here. You know, and usually speakers last for years and years and years. You know, I've had some Mackie monitors here, HR824s, and man, I've had those for probably almost, not quite 20 years, but more than 10 years, I think. Had them a long, long time, and they're still working great. Okay. Now, here's a plethora of cables. So here we've got a power cable, obviously the power, and that plugs into one of the speakers, the one with the amplifier. And interestingly enough, I find this kind of odd, what they didn't include are the TRS balanced jack, or balanced cables. You've got to provide those. And here you've just got a little aux cable with RCA ends. You know, it's okay. You know, and these are for people, you know, using it with, I guess, PC sound cards. You know. Now, in my case, I'm going to use them with a mixer in between. I think I'm going to plug the audio interface into the mixer, but we'll see if that's the case. Then you have a little aux cable, aux-in cable, I'm assuming, which is pretty cool. And here's the most important cable right here, and that plugs into the other end of the monitor. Okay, we'll put that away for now. And now that I've unboxed them, so I'm going to take them into the other room. I'm going to put them back in the box. Right? Pretty interesting. And I guess this is some kind of Kevlar or something like that. You know. So we'll take these into the other room and take a listen to them. I mean, I'm not expecting much for 99 bucks, really. I mean, that's pretty darn inexpensive, you know. Yeah, for brand new with warranty, you know, it's hard to pass up, really. Now, think of it, okay? If you pay $99 for these monitors, and then let's say you buy the 4-year warranty at $14.95, that means per year, right, you're paying $28.49, right, give or take, right? So, and that's per year of use. So let's say you were renting them. I mean, that's, you know, if you think about it, it's a really good deal, right? And if something happens where they stop working or that kind of thing, it's protected with a warranty, at least for 4 years. So you know you've got 4 years of use coming. After that, well, you're kind of on your own. But as I said, you know, usually these last a very, very long time. Speakers, you know. Now, powered speakers, though, a little different story because of the built-in power amp. But it sure sounds like a bargain to me. Let's see if they can tell us anything else here. And I guess these you affix to the bottom of the speakers, and there are 4 of them. So they're kind of like felt pads. So I guess you take one, and on the bottom here, right, and these are pretty thick, actually. And you definitely want to do this to avoid, you know, if it's on a desk that vibrates or something, you know, with frequencies and so on. Right, this will avoid that. Okay. So I'm affixing these to the bottom. Better job with this one. And eventually these will, you know, they'll come off eventually. Maybe not. Depends. The adhesive seems quite strong. Okay. So here you go. And I mean, you know, obviously I didn't measure anything. It's pretty close, I guess. Good enough. Now let's see what happens if we put that. Great. They're not rocking around or anything like that. Very nice. Okay, so, and let's do that with the other one. Okay. There we go. Okay. There's the bottom. We'll do the exact same thing, just put them on each corner. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. And you know, these kind of felt feet. In fact, I used to use them, you know, if you've been watching the channel, You should subscribe to watch previous videos, and one of them is I make a pedal board and use felt feet. So if these come off or whatever, you can always replace them with just generic felt feet. They're about, I don't know, $250, $275. Here we go. Okay. So same thing again here. There. And let's try that one. Make sure it's not rocking around or lopsided or any weird thing like that. Okay. This one goes in the box. Let's see. Put it down here. Great. Okay. Doesn't move around or anything. Wow. Pretty cool so far. Let's see what else does it say. Anything? Ah! Okay. And they provided a little serial number up here on this letter and tell you to go online and register. Okay. Pretty nice. Plus you get the software manuals and things. But it does come with a little quick start guide right here. So let's take a look here. And yeah. The quick guide is nice. You must register online for the owner's manual and instructional videos. Wow! But basically it shows you how to connect the thing, like, put the power cord in the wall receptacle and then connect the cable to the power connector here and so on. So that's nice. What else? Now this one I like a lot. I wouldn't have figured that. Here we go. Here's the picture, and it shows the volume knob, right? And it shows a little hand and a little arrow pointing up as you turn up the volume knob, that it gets louder. I would have never guessed. Okay. And then, oh no, this is kind of interesting here. Okay, I'm not sure what this signifies here, but the little bass and treble, it shows the hand moving the bass and treble, and it shows a sound icon, an ear, and then a thumbs up. Okay. But it does show where you can plug in a phone on the front. And here's something interesting. They actually have it shows a DVD. A DVD drive. Now, you can't really see that. But take a look right there. Oops. Come on. Right there, on the right there. Anyway, shows a DVD player, and I guess you can plug the DVD drive right into the back of this using the RCA jacks. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I would have not thought of doing that. Okay. So anyway, now, one thing I'd like to stress here is when these companies tell you to register the product online, it is actually very important that you do so. And the reason being, and I've run into this, I think one of the worst offenders is Eventide, or I'm sorry, I hate to say it, eventide. You know, it should be eventide, but it's not. It's actually eventide. I prefer eventide personally. Well, you almost can't use the H9 pedal without registering first. But even worse, I'm not sure what product it was. Oh yeah, Blackstar. Right? And I mean, they're adamant that if you don't register the product, well, then your warranty is only something like 90 days instead of a year of purchase. Now, you may never use it, the warranty, but if it ever does come up, I mean, they'll tell you, well, sorry, you didn't register. You know, so don't overlook that. I know it'd be more interesting to just go and, you know, use the product and just forget about it. But you really shouldn't. It is worthwhile to register. So I'm definitely going to do that. But boy, with the little felt feet and things, this is really nice. I'm really pleased so far. You know? Okay. So here we go. Let's put everything back in the box. Except, there's the manual. The quick start connection guide, you know, and I'll use that when I connect these together. And here I'm gonna register the product here, and I've got the serial number. And boy, that small little sticker though. Man, may have to get my glasses for that. It's so small. Okay, so I will do that here. Okay. And let me put away everything it came with, just in case. You know, if it blows up or something, you know, I'll just return the whole thing. I don't want to do that. So I'll put the little, what's left of the feet here. Anything else? There are definitely two things that you always want to do, especially with electronic type things. One, keep your sales receipt. Okay, a lot of times they'll say, oh, sorry, you know, there's nothing we can do about it. You don't have a sales receipt, you know, depending on the company. But that's super important. Yeah, the sales receipt. In fact, in Blackstar's case, that was one of the stipulations, was you have to have the sales receipt, right? So that, and I guess that's for people, I guess, who are, I don't know, they buy them used, you know, and they're 10 years old or something, and then they try to get warranty repair or something. So I understand it protects the companies, I guess. And then, of course, the other thing is registering online. Very important. So I'm going to box these back up, right, in this protective cover. I'm going to take these into the other room. So I guess there's no point other than just to show you guys, you know, taking them out of the box here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, will they end up staying in my living room? I have no idea. I don't know. You know, if not, I'll bring them back in here. Always nice. In fact, you know, if you could have two different sets of monitors, you know, because those Mackeys for near field monitors are pretty darn big. And near field, you know, these aren't designed to be, you know, fill your room with audio at all. I mean, their near field means, you know, close to you. In fact, usually for monitors, you know, it's a triangle. You know, wherever you're sitting, in the center you should have one on the left and one on the right. It makes a triangle, you know, space-wise. And so usually these are only, you know, maybe 2 or 3 feet from you, if that. So, you know, definitely has some limitations. I mean, you know. Alright. So this is the end of part 1. In part 2, we'll actually hear them, and in context especially. You know, hooked up to the audio interface with the mixer, that kind of thing. Alright. See you next time. Bye.